Number 5, we have a few different unique questions here. What is the formula for the compound dinitrogen pentoxide? So first thing I want to notice, I got two elements here. I have nitrogen and I have oxide. Now because this ends in ide, IDE, I know that's going to be the second element listed, so I'm going to list nitrogen first, oxygen second. Also, this name suggests that as well, nitrogen first, oxide second. And then I'm going to answer the question, well, how many nitrogens, how many oxygens? And for that, I'm going to look at these prefixes present in the name. Dinitrogen referring to 2, pentoxide referring to 5. Into O5. What is the stock system name for the compound FeO? Well, it's iron and an oxide. The oxygen is the anion here, so that becomes oxide. But what I'm hoping you guys noticed here is that iron is a transition metal. Not only that, the question asked you for the stock system name. Stock system should bring up that red flag in your mind of Roman numerals. And so we're going to represent the charge of the cation, here it's iron, with a Roman numeral. And because there's one iron to balance out the one oxygen, and I know that oxide has a -2 negative charge, that lets me know that this iron should have a +2 charge. So I'll have iron 2 oxide for the stock system name. But now we're moving on to an acid. C, what is the formula for sulfurous acid? Now, first thing I want to notice about an acid is that we do not have the word hydro in it. So that's going to let us know that whatever is responsible for this name is not a monatomic anion, it's a polyatomic. It's polyatomic. So then, because there's no hydro, I look to the end of that name, OUS, acid. And what we should have learned from the notes is that OUS replaces ITE. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to search my polyatomic ion sheet for something that sounds like sulfite. Sulfite, because that's what this OUS is actually replacing. And so looking on the my polyatomic ion sheet, I actually do see that there is such a thing as sulfite. Okay, it's SO3. Also on that polyatomic ion sheet, I see that it has a -2 charge. Okay, that it has a -2 charge. And so in order to balance out that -2, I need 2 hydrogens in front of that sulfite. And this is the formula for sulfurous acid. Let's finish up with another acid. D, what is the name for the acid H3SO4? Remember, it's the anion, the negative part of the compound that really provides the name here. And in the same way, C, I asked, was there a hydro? That means it's not a polyatomic ion. Here we can see that there definitely is a polyatomic ion. So I'm, again, not going to use that prefix hydro. I am going to need to know the name of this polyatomic ion, though. So I looked at my polyatomic ion sheet, and I see that this is phosphate. This is phosphate. And very similar to these rules here, OUS replacing ITE. What replaces ATE is IC. ATE is replaced by IC. So what I'm going to have here is phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid.